Hi guys, what is going on? It is Danny10000 and today I'm just doing a bit of a guide or a walkthrough of Exo Survival. So I'm not doing this for any specific map. This is just going to be what you should do on pretty much every map on the game. So I'm playing on solo, but it doesn't really matter what map you're on. So I'm going to be covering like all the different sort of upgrades to get when, what weapons you should ideally use. And I'm also going to be doing a bit of a tutorial on all the different types of rounds, because if you don't know about Exo Survival, you get different challenge rounds. If you don't complete the challenge, then you get some sort of consequence, like, I know a couple of consequences. One of them is you can only use pistols for like a certain amount of time for the next round, which you really don't want if you're on like a really high round. So this guide is going to be pretty much so you can complete the map, which is round 25 and further. In this gameplay, I'm going to be going up to round 50. We did get a little bit further, not much further. I think we got to 59. But yeah, I'm just going to be covering all the rounds 50 quickly. Also, I'll have to cut some out because otherwise this gameplay, I think the gameplay in total was an hour and 40 minutes. So yeah, I've cut it down a bit because that'd be quite boring to watch. But yeah, we're going over all the different rounds, what weapons you should ideally end up with, because there's 2 weapons, and I'll be getting onto them later in the gameplay. But yeah, other than that, let's jump into our first challenge round, and I will see you then. Okay, so the first challenge round I've hit is dog tag. Now pretty much for this is a pretty simple challenge round really. All you need to do is run around the map collecting all the different dog tags, as you can see I'm doing here. It's actually really easy to get down this round, surprisingly. Like that for example, but he wasn't actually there, that wasn't just down, he was actually gone to get a drink. But yeah, anyway, it's actually quite easy to get down this round. Often people concentrate largely just on like butt rushing around to get the tags. Remember, you do have 2 minutes to complete this challenge, so you don't need to rush too much. But yeah, you need to, the tags cover pretty much all of the map, and yeah, you just need to go around picking them up. It's quite simple, but it can be quite deadly as well. So yeah, this is the dog tag round.
All dog tags secured. Job well done. Enemy targets are down. Ready up and resupply.
So the next sort of, well, I suppose key round is as soon as you finish round 4. Now once you finish round 4, you can head over to the Exo upgrade station. You can and then upgrade your weapon proficiency. Now pretty much by upgrading your weapon proficiency, it increases the damage output and the fire rate of your weapons. So in case you're wondering, this is for every weapon in general. It doesn't matter if you start off, say, because with the light Exo you start off with the kit 5, you get weapon proficiency 5, and then you buy like an ASM or something, it'll still be weapon proficiency 5, it like carries over. So upgrading your weapon efficiency is key. So in the first round up to around round 8, you just want to spam upgrade all of your weapon proficiency. Okay, so the next challenge round I hit was the intel round. Now pretty much on this round you don't want to just kill enemies like normal, but they'll drop like a sort of like a little yellow glowing card sort of thing. And you're going to have a certain number of them to pick up. So all you have to do to pick them up is walk over and click X or square or whatever it is on PC, I don't know what it is on PC, to collect your intel. Now, to do that, it's pretty simple. You just got to kill all the enemies. They'll drop intel randomly. There's no specific enemy, they'll drop one, and then you just got to pick it up. Really, really easy round. It's not that much of a challenge, but yeah, just make sure you get it completed so you don't face the consequences. So the next round I got is the first round where enemies using cloak capabilities. So this is a whole round where enemies are permanently using that sort of invisible like exo power. Now the first thing you want to do as soon as you hit this round is call in a UAV. Now this tends to come at round 8. I'm pretty sure on all the maps I played it has come at round 8, but if you stick that UAV on and you use that mini map, you should be fine. It's too hard to see when you know roughly where they are on the map. So this round should be pretty simple after that. But in rounds to come, sometimes you just get random invisible enemies, so it can be quite annoying, but you can normally deal with them by that time because you've got all your weapons, so. So the next round I'm going to be covering is the EMP bomb round. Now pretty much what this is a number of random sort of round bombs will be spread across the map. I think there's depending on first time you get it is a 3, I'm pretty sure. And all you have to do is go up to these bombs and defuse them by just holding X square, C button, I'm not sure which one is. But yeah, just hold down that and you've got to defuse the 3 of the bombs within the 2-minute time period. Now it's not too hard because unless you're on a round where there's drones, like on a higher round, because the bombs can then be spawned outside and then you can be getting shot by about 50 drones whilst taking the bomb out. But normally if you've got good cover from your teammates, then you should be pretty okay on this round. They don't take too long to defuse, so you can do this round pretty quickly. So the next key round is round 9 as soon as you finished it. Because as soon as you finished it, you want to go over to the Exo upgrade station and upgrade your armor. Upgrading your armor is one of the key things to do on survival if you want to survive any decent amount of time. Because if you've got level 1 armor and you're on round 20, you've got almost no chance. So you're probably going to hope by round 21, 22, you're going to max out your armor. Because armor is essential for surviving and being able to take out things like Goliaths. So one of the most annoying enemies in my opinion anyway is the warbird. Now to destroy a warbird you either need to get something like a launcher from the weapon chest, or you can use any sort of machine gun or pistol. Don't use a shotgun, it just won't work. But yeah, they do take a lot of hits. I don't think they take as much hits as Goliath. Goliath seems to just soak up damage. You can also use skill streaks such as rockets and Vulcans on the warbird. One rocket will not destroy a warbird, but it will do a lot of damage to it. So I highly recommend, if you're struggling with a warbird, just call in a rocket or a Vulcan onto it.
Confirm. All hostiles KIA.
So the next challenge round that I got is the upland round. So this is exactly like the multiplayer game mode. All you have to do is take the satellite from wherever it spawns to the upload station. Now to do this a bit quicker, you're going to want to make sure you jump into the upload station holding the satellite, because you get 2 points rather than you only get 1 if you just chuck it in. So to complete this round quickly, you just want to jump into the station, and what I recommend is if you do have teammates playing with you, use them, set them up at different points, gradually getting closer, just pass the satellite to each other and just spread across the map. That will make the round go a lot quicker. And what I don't recommend is sometimes if you butt rush a satellite, you can find that 99% of the enemies have actually spawned where the satellite is. So if it has done, don't still then go and try and get the satellite. You're going to want to wait till some of the enemies have moved out, take out the remaining ones, and then take the satellite, because otherwise it will probably end up with you being down. So the next challenge round that I got was, and probably my least favourite challenge round, in fact, because it's probably the hardest, is the Hardpoint round. Now to complete this round, you need to stand in the Hardpoint, which is a certain section of the map, and get a certain number of kills. Now the reason this is so hard is if you're on a ground Goliaths like we were just lucky that the Goliaths didn't manage to make it to the Hardpoint before we got all the kills. We just about got out there in time. If you're having to cover a hard point because you don't want to face the consequence of not covering it, and there's 4 Goliaths surrounding you, then you've got to kind of pick, do I die from the Goliaths, or do I then result in dying because I've only got my pistols for the whole next round? So yeah, that's why I'm not a big fan of the hard point. It kind of depends whether you're lucky on where people with the enemy spawn and where the actual hard point is. Okay, so what I'm actually doing on screen now is I'm waiting until this round starts so I can then purchase one of the weapons that I'm going to keep until I die. This weapon is the Amelie. Now the Amelie isn't a heavy weapon, so that of course means if you spawn with a light exo, you're going to want to get the perk from a support drop of a weapons free. Now if you're wondering how to get perks faster, because you can get either perks or you can get score streaks in weapon supply drops, you're going to want to get 3 score streaks from supply drops and keep them. So you'll have the maybe like a bombing run, warbird, and then you'll have whatever score streak that like the light exit gives you, and pretty sure it's UAV. but you're going to want to keep those there, because that means the support drops will no longer give you any score streaks. You cannot build up more than 3. That'll mean they always give you perks, and that way you have more chance of getting exactly 3. But anyway, yeah, you're going to want to buy the Amelie, because the Amelie does a massive damage output. It's really accurate, it comes with its own sight, and then you can put attachments. I'm pretty sure full grip, rapid fire, and extended mags, the best attachments that you can put on it. The Amelie is definitely a weapon you want to have if you're planning on going somewhere. So the round I'm on here is round 25, so that means if I complete this round, I have completed the map. So I'm actually going to keep the whole of this round in, and I'm also going to have the round 25 after the map I have the second time around. So you'll see what I mean if you don't understand exactly, because once you finish the map, the map sort of starts again from round 1 and gets harder. Like the enemies are slightly harder than they were on the first round 1. So I'm going to show you the difference between those 2 rounds, because there's a big difference and they are really hard. They get like so to complete the round, probably the easiest thing to do is have everyone on your team have a bombing run saved up. Probably going to want to have 2 Goliaths maybe and 2 warbirds, and that's if you've got 4 people obviously. So one person's going to call their bombing run straight in the way and start the round straight on as many Goliaths as they can cover, because there's a total of 6 Goliaths to spawn, as well as more mercenaries. So you're going to call the bombing run in straight away, and both people who've got Goliaths call their Goliaths in, and one person call their warbird in. Now, what you're going to want to do on the warbird, do not call a warbird in unless you've upgraded this score streak. You can actually upgrade score streaks on the exo upgrade chest thing. So upgrade the warbirds so you have aggressor and rockets, because that means that you do not have to control the warbird. If you're controlling the warbird and there's like 6 lives around, then you haven't really got a chance, because you're kind of not there. So you're going to want to make sure that you are going to have aggressor on the warbird, which means that it will fly around the enemies shooting them itself. Rockets also help a lot to take out Goliaths. They do massive damage to Goliaths, and they fire a lot often. So I'm pretty sure that I called in a bombing run and a warbird on this round, and I'm pretty sure the bombing run weakened about 3 Goliaths, and the warbird destroyed 2 or 3 with its rockets. So that is probably how to complete round 25 the quickest and easiest. So what I'm actually doing on screen now is buying the second weapon that you are going to keep until you die. This weapon is called the Mayhem, and pretty much it just shoots a massive molten lead round. And as you will see when I'm using it now, it does stupid amount of damage to mercenaries and Goliaths. I do not recommend using them against warbirds, because it's going to be quite hard to hit a warbird. If you can hit the warbird, then yeah, it will do a lot of damage to them. They are especially good on Goliaths and big groups of mercenaries. Now don't use it to take out one mercenary, wait until it's about, I don't know, 5 or 10 mercenaries in a group, and you'll be able to wipe them all out with one shot. And that is why I recommend using Mayhem as your secondary weapon.
Enemy forces en route to your location. Lock down that hardpoint. Our UAV is online.
Okay guys, this is the last round I'm going to be sharing with you. This is round 25-2, which means it's round 25 the second time round. So I'm going to use exactly the same technique I used on round 25-1 of the warbird and bombing runs, and we managed pretty well on this round. We did die 9 rounds later, but we had been playing for an hour and 40 minutes-ish, so it was about time to finish up anyway. So if you've got any more suggestions of videos, please stick them down in the comments below, and I'll try and complete as many of those suggestions as possible. If this video did help you, please give it a thumbs up. And other than that guys, I'll see you in the next video.
assist. All hostiles are KIA. Load up if you need to. Enemy forces are inbound. Extraction teams are MIA, so you're on your own. Hold out as long as you can.